Good afternoon. Welcome to In the North Bank and a North London Derby preview show. Something a little bit. We don't normally have this time of the day. Certainly on a Saturday, to kind of get everyone around discussing a game ahead and a massive game. This one is tomorrow. So. Yeah, it's going to be a massive weekend, I think, for the title race going forward. Certainly transpiring from what's happening today as well, and with City playing a little bit later on. Just before we go on, just hit the like, share the stream, and jump in the chat. We want your thoughts. Let us know about what you think is going to happen tomorrow. Jump in, ask us questions, and feel free to get involved. Want to introduce the lads, Rich and Des. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing all good. It's a big one, Des, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to this one. Because as well, having to go through an international break, it's a good one to have after the international break, just because of the how big it is for the two teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mate. Well, look, even the fans, you think we've been starved again with another 10 days, I think, or so with an international break, the third one since the start of the season. It's just so stop and start. And when you look at the amount of football that we've actually had in the Premier League to be kept on being taken away. I mean, we've had two of the windows with injuries, haven't we? But that's nothing unusual. That's not unusual.
Nah.
Quite an Elvis phrase there.
Yeah.
So, before we go on, just are you feeling the nerves or the fire
I'm not.
for the game, or
I've got to be honest. It might be because I'm further away from London than you two, right? I'm feeling it a little bit. Only in the respect of Tottenham's last 5 games have had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses and a draw, right? But both of those wins have come away from home. And even though we're playing as well as we are, it's Tottenham at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to be absolutely 100. I'm going to keep it 100 for you. There's a little bit of nerves for me, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah,
after as well the Sunderland game drawing there as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is a different one though, Rich, isn't it? I know. For me, I dread these games. It don't matter if we're like literally beating them 5-2 consecutive times, to being in total control and running things, to recent time, or not so much recent times. The last couple, 2 or 3 have been quite good for us. But there's been some times where literally you can't really call it, and you're suddenly thinking it could go either way. But this is the nature of the beast, North London Derby, the local pride, and it's horrible. Someone will take the spoils, and you just hope that coin turns on in your favour, and you just you come out of there and you've got the win, and you can just wave them back up down the high road, and move on. But just briefly, the outline of the show, we'll go through the team news, and then the predicted lineups. Some key battles, and I'm not sure. Did you see the press conferences?
I've seen the edited versions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. We'll go into that along with our score predictions. So let's get into it. So look, top of the table, obviously just coming out of international break. Spurs unbeaten away. How big, Richard, is this game for our momentum in the league?
Yeah, I mean, if you want if you want to be considered title favourites and win the league, you've got to win games like this. It's against your biggest local. It's your local rival. It might not be the big game, but it's been in the past. But it's big for us because it's our neighbours, and it's 3 points in the context with Liverpool losing today. City possibly dropping points later this evening. You want to capitalise on those moments, don't you? And put a buffer in, because come February, March, City and Liverpool will eventually get it right and start motoring, and you want to give yourself a little buffer if you have a bad moment.
Yeah, I mean, where do we go with the stature of this game itself over a season? And you look at it, there's always been the needle, just for obvious reasons. But when you look at even like the Sol Campbell element down the line, you look at Adebayor even joining there, and it's just like all these little bits, and you just think it's always something special. I think when it comes to this, there's such kind of an intense kind of feel to Derby Day, and I'd say from being around the stadium, even being away, and away obviously is a lot different. I think from experience wise, although it's interesting. This is the first time this year they've had a proper police sit down to do with the home game, which is unheard of. So it's always been Spurs at White Hart Lane, which has been the problem. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's leave it at that.
Cool, Paul. Before you carry on, Hente in the chat has said, "Can you send a YouTube link?"
Yeah, I'd give us a second,
because he's obviously wanting to try and. Is that all right?
Give us a minute.
Sorry to put you off track there, mate. I just noticed it in the chat. I just noticed it in the chat, mate. And hello to Brian. I'll just say hello to Brian and Retro as well. All right, boys.
Yeah, let's give a quick shout out. Yeah. Evening, guys. Have a good one. Has anyone asked the question yet?
The biggest rival period. Do you know what though? You're right, Paul. You have to. This game is massive. Whether it's after an international break, whenever it's played in the season, this game is massive. Doesn't matter whether you're 10th in the league, top of the league, top 4. Don't matter. Doesn't even come into the equation. These two matches that every season. To an Arsenal fan, Arsenal have to win. You know.
It's local rivalry. And again, it's look. You work with the enemy. You want to get the one up on them, just like the other way. You know, it's one of those. There isn't a lot to cry about or celebrate and crow about from their side, apart from the little paper trophy they got last year. But again, years and years of disappointment from their side, and kind of watching us kind of still do well, pick up trophies, even in barren spells we've picked up trophies. So yeah, there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of resentment, I would say. I think from their side, obviously the history that Aisha kind of alluded to previously about the whole kind of the move and stuff. We won't go into that now. But as I said, there's a lot there behind the scenes that people don't really like us for, certainly from their side. But yeah, maybe a bit of jealousy there on that side. But yeah, we'll leave that one. But yeah, we've dominated this fixture at home for years. I'm trying to look back and trying to think.
They've only won twice at
The
in the last
time,
36 games.
Yeah, the last time they beat us was in the League Cup, wasn't it? At home.
Yeah.
In 2018. So
7 years.
Des, do you? What? Yeah. What is that? Is that going to be in, say, Tottenham heads? Do you think from their side? I mean, obviously, if we've come out with some decent results, obviously they've got a draw in 23. Yeah, what do you how do you think they'll be going into this? I said, like Brian alluded to it, form goes out the window.
I think any player it gets. You look at our issues when we go to Anfield and we go to Old Trafford. These are new sets of players that have never been there, and we still struggle to get results. It's only just recently that we started putting results together, and Anfield, historically for us, has been a place that we've struggled with. It does. Players will know that history, and it will. And every time a ball hits a post or goes wide, they'll start thinking. It'll start playing on the minds.
Yeah.
So I think it does play a part.
Yeah, I mean, just the whole stadium has a massive part to play tomorrow as well. I think that is we know that is key, and I think that's been said through a few prominent.
Forest have just gone 3-0 up.
Yeah, look, I've just had a couple of messages come through, so quite funny. Liverpool are a shambles is one of my messages I've had. So yeah, I knew something had gone on. But when you look at it, the atmosphere has got to be massive in the stadium. That is going to be a given, I think, just in general. There's no bring your dinner. Basically, that is what it is for every fan now. There should be no half and half scarves. There should be none of that rubbish. Someone offered me a half scarf. I'd say, can you just snip the shit part?
Yeah, that's the only match you never go for a half scarf. I do the others, especially the Emirates Cups and the Champions Leagues. That's different, but when it's Tottenham, that's the one you don't go for.
I tell you now, lads, if I was down there with you guys going to this game, right? And I know, Richard, you like to buy your scarves, don't you?
Yeah. Especially if it's like Champions League and.
But I tell you now, if it was Arsenal Tottenham.
That's one you never do.
There's not going to be many sales of that scarf tomorrow, mate. I'm telling you.
No. Well, you'd hope not, and that's what I say about the whole atmosphere. And you think those ones that would not be buying those scarves would be in the stadium with the atmosphere. It's the tourist side of things, and that whole kind of market which the club openly kind of want to attract. That's the part of the issue, I would say. From atmosphere side on there. Digressed. What, Des? This is for you.
Right.
What would the win mean for Arteta and Arsenal's title push, and what a loss would mean for Spurs' top 4 chances?
Do you know what, mate? I've been thinking about this today, and do you know what? It's a great question, right? I look at it.
Chuck another one at you in a minute as well.
I hope so, because I love when people chuck great questions at me. No, but genuinely, obviously, if we win tomorrow, yeah, and we're going to hope that City drop points today, if not lose today, right? It's a big, big statement to all the other teams because we go even clearer at the top. So that's a big part of that. The players are going to want to win it because that's how the players' mentality is these days. We have to beat everybody. Yeah. The fans want it to win. The fans want to win, obviously, because it's Tottenham. And you could go into the old song, couldn't you? What do you think of Tottenham? You know what I mean? But the fans are going to want to beat Tottenham and, maintain the lead at the top of the league. Yeah. And also, you've got to say it'll shut the haters up. You know what I mean? And every game we can win this season to stay top of the league, to shut the haters up, is as big as keeping the fans happy, I think, personally. I don't know how Arsenal have suddenly, in their own fan base, right, have got so many haters. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And for Arteta, it's that one-upmanship again, isn't it, over Tottenham as a manager. And you've got to maintain that. Because as you've said previously, we've got a good record of doing that. Do you know what I mean? So there's breaking it down in its parts. That's all of it, mate. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I see it. I don't know what you boys think, but that's how I see it.
No, I'll chuck in another thing just on top of on that side. Obviously, Arteta. We've said about Arteta being with this season being under huge pressure to bring something to the table. I personally, again, I've got my say on that. Where I'm not going to go into it. But also, Thomas Frank seemingly has got a fair bit of pressure going by the amount of managers that have been in that seat previously. Their away record again still obviously a massive worry. Their home record being a massive worry. Which manager? I'll go both of you. Is under the most pressure? Would you say?
I'll let this go first if you want this.
If you don't mind, mate, I'm going to say Frank, mate, because I don't know. I could be wrong here, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong. For me, Arteta doesn't show pressure. He doesn't show it. He might, all right. When he's in his box, he's very gestures and everything, right, and do this, do that. But for me, in the way that he answers questions when he's asked questions, and the way that he talks, just general, Arteta doesn't show pressure. If you ask him a question he doesn't want to answer, he just won't answer it if he doesn't want to. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. He knows how to cut off a reporter or whoever's trying to ask him the question. He knows how to cut them off, because at the end of the day, I think sometimes if you answer these questions in the way that they expect you to, you're making pressure for yourself. And I don't think Arteta does that.
No, I think he uses it as a way of kind of almost. You always see him almost creating a bit of humour to it all. You've seen it like numerous times. I mean, the most recent one was about the RAF, wasn't it? And then he goes, "Oh yeah, it was it was 2 years ago. It's been and gone." And it's there's always a narrative going on. Someone's always trying to either say twist the knife in or try and get something.
He knows how to shut it. He knows how to shut it down. He knows how to shut it down, mate. And I'm not saying he doesn't feel pressure inside. He just doesn't show it outwardly.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's it. Go for it, Rich.
Yeah, I think Arteta will be the one under the biggest pressure from both fans who want him out and the media and all the rivals. And that's because we are the ones expected to are one of the favourites for the title. Tottenham aren't in that position, so I think Frank will have more grace. They might not like his style at Tottenham, but because there's no expectation to win the Premier League this season, I think he'll be under less pressure in that sense.
Can I just chuck one more thing in? I like what you said, Richard. I'm not disagreeing, but I will say this. I'm also getting fed up of, oh, you should win the league this season because you spent nearly £1 billion. You know, enough of that.
Yeah,
Stop hiding behind it. Stop using it as an excuse. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you've got to remember the rivals and the media will do that just to heap the psychological pressure onto us to see if we can handle it. And it's not the players, it's the fans, because if it's the fans in the stadium. If they get nervous, that nerves transmits to the players.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah. But I said, look, you can say about the money we spent, but look at Liverpool. Liverpool been shocking this season. Look, it's the first time in Arteta's tenure at Arsenal that he's got a squad that could be comparable to what he was up against in the first 2-3 years of his career at Arsenal with Man City. Now he has a squad that has depth in all areas. Yeah, you could still say there's a couple of question marks still within that, but that just means people can either alternate and go into different kind of slots and be expansive in how they play, whether or not it's on the left or the right or whatever. But it's the first season now where he's actually got that squad that could be capable or should be capable, barring mass injuries, you know what I mean, which we have got, and without hopefully seeing a proper dip.
Well, Paul, just to expand on what you're saying there as well, right? Yeah. Me and Richard did a show earlier in the week about how Arsenal are setting up now and how they adapt in every single game to every single situation that's on the pitch. Yeah, it's like, Richard, come in on this, mate. I'm not, but they basically adapt as it happens, as the play is happening. Do you know what I mean? Expand on it, Rich. Expand on it, mate.
Yeah. So though we have a system that we go to when we're in offence and defence, there are certain players within that are so tactically astute that Arteta allows them freedom and knows that they will go forward or drop back when they see the need. It's just you look at Calafiori as one of them, and Royce. Their reading and understanding of the game, their in-game intelligence, it is what has improved us this season again.
Yeah. Like I said, I think there's a lot about, or certainly there's a lot more granular information given or fed to players in game than there has, say, previously. Obviously, going all the way back, even say to Wenger. Bless him. I mean, like I said, manager-wise, absolutely loved him. His focus was on us with the football. My viewpoint when he left and left his legacy was that we had to go and then improve on that by making sure that we had better control without the football. Again, this is something that we've addressed and we've picked it up. And look, you have to be a little bit more coy now to control matches. And look how well we've done on that side. So, the system itself, he asks a lot of the players, but again, the detail that is given every single game. That's why it frustrates me with when people do say about certain positions or the players not doing this or that, because again, you might have different roles, you might have different ways.
But the players the players are enjoying it as well, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Can see. You can see it.
Yeah.
Just going to dip into the chat. Retro said, really want to see Mascara and Nkape play. I think they're really good. It'd be I think, well, certainly going to get some game minutes, aren't they? They're going to get some minutes. Mosquito better live up to that free jersey. Clearly secured legendary status this weekend. Look, I was so pleased for him.
It's a goal as well, mate. What a banger!
I mean, yeah, look, to have that moment, I think it was fitting of a player like him. And
congratulations to. I mean, I'm not an international follower, to be honest with you, but congratulations to Scotland going through like that, mate.
Yeah,
You know what I
done
mean?
well. And like I said, they played a great game, and again, Tierney he deserved a moment in his career.
And
like
another
that.
much maligned player, Scott McTominay, as well. Score, and
Doing
it's
the overhead
amazing what a
kick.
change of country can do for you.
Yeah, unbelievable. And retro, I think they'll be up for it. And more knowing that we haven't got the firepower up front, so we'll encourage them to go more attacking. Yeah, we'll go into the lineups and stuff shortly. Emerson, afternoon. Paul Richard, Des. How you doing, Emerson?
Evening, Emerson.
And Hente watching on YouTube. He's found the link. That's all good.
Thank you, Hente.
Hello, all the usual faces on here. I'm so pleased to be here yet again and listening. Good to have you on, Hente. And then a final one. Red Bull vodka. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
yes,
no.
please.
I used to drink them years ago.
No.
Liverpool shocking. Woohoo. Battered by Nottingham Forest at Anfield. Woohoo. I think he's happy.
Yeah, I think he is, mate. I think he is.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with that one. I think he's happy on that side. But yeah, so let's go into team news. Obviously, Odegaard, Gabriel, we know is out now.
Yeah,
I think that was well documented right at the start. And yeah, we've got Martinelli, Havertz. Oh man, I'm missing a few.
Thought Havertz was. Oh right, Havertz has dropped back, has he? Because
they're all doubts.
Right.
My guess is that they could be. I'm hearing rumours of Odegaard potentially training this weekend, along with.
it's the fact that you haven't seen many training pictures, isn't it?
This is it.
That's quite telling to me.
Yeah.
That says they've got players that they don't want people to know back and fit.
Can I make a crazy prediction?
What's that?
I wouldn't be surprised if Jesus gets some minutes tomorrow.
It's an interesting one. And I was going to go on to that in a moment.
Sorry, I didn't.
That's all right.
Yeah.
With the players out, Richard, who's the biggest miss, would you say, from those kind of players out at the minute?
To be honest, I just said Gabriel because he isn't only probably the defensive linchpin, he's also such an attacking threat from set pieces that he'll be the biggest miss. I think we could have got offensively. We can get by with what we've got if none of those came back. But I think he because he's so strong and such a forceful and such a will to win and defend that he may be a big miss.
Do you know what, Richard? I've got to say, yeah, I agree. But last season would have been a massive problem. But this season, he will be missed, but not as much because Mosquito, or as Brian likes to call him, Mosquito, can just step in. Yeah, proved he can do it. And then you've got Henkape as well, who seems to be a unit. So if if he gets a chance to play, he'll do well. But yes, I can understand what you're saying with him being a miss. But because we've got the depth now, we've got the quality. If he does need weeks off or a month off or 2 months off, we've got players who are ready, able and willing to step up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a a total change in the mindset of, say, the whole kind of backup and the whole depth of the defence. Obviously, it was all right previously, wasn't it? It's to a degree. I mean, look, we had the injury before, and Kirill come in and he done a job. But you now look at the beast of what we got, even with Calafiore, you've got then Cape, and then even Mosquito.
Mosquito.
Yeah, I mean,
mascara.
Yeah.
Come on, just Brian, just use correct names. Just Mosquito. So you look at it, and you do know when they come in, and it's certainly Mascara, and you look at him how he's come in. He doesn't look like he's been phased or worried about the change in environment, the change in physicality. I mean, there could be some really good moments for him now, and it could be one where he suddenly gets involved and he's got minutes, and it's just another one of just keeping players in check now. And this is all about keeping people really, really well looked after fitness wise and match fit, because again, these injuries have allowed players to come in and get those minutes that perhaps they wouldn't have had.
I've got a question, Paul.
Go on.
Are we one injury away in the midfield from being light in the midfield now? Or are we still okay, in your opinion?
I think we are still okay. Yeah, I look at it and I think there's so many players that can kind of almost do the job.
Right.
And again, look, it don't really help with the striking situation if we have to play Marino up top or whatever. And again, Marino is another key one which could be in that midfield. I think not so much suspensions. Again, they are potentially a worry though. When we look at even say Europe or whatever, I think it's Rice that's obviously got the yellow card, hasn't he? So yeah, so I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Go on, Rich. No, go on.
Oh, I think we midfield wise, you've got Norgard, you've got Nwaneri, you've got Marino, and then you've got the likes of Lewis Skelly that can actually play there. Timber could actually play there if you needed. So there are options, and White can play there to a degree. So you have the options to there on the bench to cover any potential injuries and put people coming up to cover those positions.
See, like, yeah, Norgard is playing the Jorginho role, isn't he? So,
Yeah,
I agree that there's players that can come in, but for me, Odegaard is missed. You know how you said that Gabriel was missed in the defence, Richard? For me, Odegaard is missed in the midfield, but Eze is a great replacement for him.
Yeah. Where we missed Odegaard is that press.
Yeah. Agree. I totally agree 100%. Yeah. But yeah, I just wondered though, because like Norgard can come in and play, no problem. I ain't got no problem with it, right? Mourinho can be a midfielder. I totally agree again. But of course, there might be a chance. I mean, we're going to do predicted in a minute, but there may be a chance of him tomorrow being up front. You know, or at least down the middle. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just wondered what you guys thought, because I thought if Eze goes down, yeah, as an example, or Rice goes down as an example, your midfield is totally changed because of and no disrespect to Norgard or anybody else that's coming in. If you brought Norgard in as in someone gets injured, your midfield dynamics changes. So that's why I was asking the question: are we one injury away from it being a problem in the midfield? But again, you guys have proved that we've got the depth. It's just different. It's just different. Do you know what I mean? It's like, for example, if the defenders are coming in to cover defenders, it's usually like for like, or the defense doesn't change dramatically. Yeah. Where if I think if you lose Eze, well, even Zubamendi, if you lose Zubamendi, Eze, or Rice, your midfield changes dramatically in a way because you lose that. What's the words I'm looking for? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you?
Yeah, we haven't. We are the replacement isn't like for like, or is it? And it's
No.
there is a difference in the way we play.
So that's that was my concern really more than anything. So yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah. No, like I said, there's gonna be times where the whole kind of the fabric kind of changes a little bit. But again, yeah, I think over the course of, I mean, we've seen Trossard even play as a midfielder in a way, not so much that I'd say that I'd want it to happen. But
on a regular basis, yeah.
Look, we hope that obviously nothing comes of. But again, how many kind of players do you really want to stockpile? Again, it's on the basis of
because you're getting back to how many left backs do you need?
Exactly. It's.
Do you know what
I mean, yeah, it's one of those. It's like, well, yeah, if you're really unfortunate and those all kind of go at one time, then yeah, you're just unfortunate. It's what it is. It's just happens. Look at the striking side of things. It's happened in other areas. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to go there. But yeah, Spurs obviously have got some injuries as well. They're obviously without even like Maddison.
Is he not back for? I thought he was back for tomorroor.
Madison's out for a season.
Is it? Oh, there was a rumor.
He had his
knee operation, didn't he? Back.
Yeah, it's ACL. Yeah.
Yeah, and then and Basuma as well, I think is not in a good way.
That's a good thing for us, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. But is their depth really good enough to kind of handle what we could potentially throw at them?
No. The only I've got to be honest. I think the only player I fear tomorrow is Kudos, and if you can keep him quiet, then I think you've got a better chance if you keep Kudos quiet. I would be a little bit more worried if not Madison. Who was the other one you just said? Caicedo. If he was on the pitch, that's something else.
No, Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. I thought you said Caicedo.
No.
Kulusevski.
Oh, right, I thought you said Caicedo. Sorry, that's my bad then.
I'm not. We play them the following week.
Oh, he's Chelsea, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I'm having all right. There you go, Richard. Me one mistake every show.
Yeah. Right. So, guys, who are you starting at 9 tomorrow?
Yeah.
I've put down Marino because we don't know if Gyökeres is fit and ready. So going off what the information we have at the moment, Marino's my number 9.
But you'd stick with Marino. You wouldn't kind of almost shape it up, or
no, because
I'm going to be controversial.
I think I know what's coming.
Do you know? If Gyökeres isn't fit, play the kid.
Play the kid.
Yeah, play the kid, mate. Not the double-barreled.
Oh yeah, no. I thought you were going to go. I thought you was going to go down the walks on water route.
No. I said he'd get some time, but I think he'll come off the bench.
Yeah, it'll be a very brave.
Genuinely, if Gyökeres isn't fit tomorrow, go for Anus.
The reason I've gone for Marino is that both Romero and Van de Ven are wanderers. They they can be pulled out of their position.
Mm.
They'll follow the attacker deep, and that leaves a hole behind. And I think Marino's drops deep where maybe some of the others won't. So Anus would more likely play like Gyökeres and try and stretch the other way.
Yeah, but I can see where you're going for. I see what you're going for, because that would open the door for Saka, wouldn't it?
It would either
Or
open the
maybe
door
even
for
Trossard.
Eze and Saka that side.
It would open
or
the door for the
Trossard.
wingers. It would open
Yeah.
the door for the wingers, wouldn't it? But I just
Yeah.
I think I'd go Anus. I really would. I think the kid's got something to prove, and I think he's got it in him. And I know people, but he's a kid. So look at Max Dowman. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't. Yeah, I think it's a massive game to chuck him in. And I know obviously he's had game time, but again, when you look at, say, you're starting North London derby as a striker, I don't know. You're up against two central defenders as well. We've got Romero, and then obviously
fire, mate. Nothing wrong
with Van der Ven. Again, pace wise, you're not probably going to get a lot of joy out of Van der Ven. A physical kind of player, getting into Romero maybe a little bit and kind of playing on how he is as a player. Does that play into our kind of hands a little bit more? Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to really be able to really turn them over as such. As in on that side with regards to pace and stuff. I mean, wide, I think we can get some joy. But as I said, it'd just be interesting just to see how we actually line up.
He probably won't pick Anus. I'm just saying it's an option. I mean, end of the day, if Gyökeres is fit all day long, Gyökeres.
Yeah, if he's fit, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think Marino. I don't know. I know he's doing it for Spain. I know he's scoring headers for us, but I think he's needed more in the midfield personally. But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be ready, isn't he? If he's fit, obviously he's stayed here for the break.
Yeah, he didn't go, did he?
And he's been working on it. So yeah. So let's hope it's a good one.
Yeah.
On that side, and he is right, because again, I think there's been a lot of fear. I mean, there's been a lot of haters on Gyökeres, and rival fans saying how rubbish he's been.
I've heard people say he's too heavy and rubbish like this. And
the stats of him, and then the rival fans are again moaning about him. You look at the stats; he's got better stats than the ones that they've also paid big money for.
Exactly.
So it's quite funny. Just going to dip into the chat again. Emerson, Brian, my question for you was, what was unusual when we have played Tottenham 5-2? I don't know about that one. I remember the consecutive 5-2s.
Well, is that it? Is because it was back to back?
Well, back to back 5-2s were. I mean, that was brilliant. That was a brilliant time. It's a love going and watching those. It's happened again. But yeah, please don't forget to click the like and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure to click the bell to be notified. So when we do release new content, you get alerted. Yeah, Red Bull Vodka says, "Common you Gunners." Emerson, Paul, Des, Richard. There were no behind door friendly during the week. It called off. So yeah. So
I think that would have been a bit more telling, wouldn't it? And they were looking to get some minutes into Jesus's legs as well.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, but no, we'll see. I think whoever, they're going to be prepared for every eventuality. I think on that side. So yeah, if they're fit, they're going to be playing some part. That's all I can say. But again, don't rush them. There's no need to rush them. play within your means and make decisions in your means, and then they'll be ready in a couple of weeks because December's a busy time. Get through that. Red Bull Vodka, be handy if Man City drop points at Newcastle this evening. I said to you guys, can you imagine the magnitude of this weekend should City drop points and we actually get the right side of the game tomorrow? How much of a feeling that would be? Obviously, Chelsea are looking menacing, and obviously the game next week is now going to be a massive one because again they are looking more and more like that they've got that kind of consistency to potentially challenge, and they could be that kind of dark horse team.
I think Chelsea's defence are too bad though.
No, again, when you're picking up points and you're looking at like they've gone away to Burnley, and all right, it is only Burnley. It's a tough place to go to, and they've come away with a clean sheet, 2-0, and it's another 3 points. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do with higher caliber teams, and certainly throughout the season, if they drop off or not. But again, they're in the mix, aren't they? At the minute, that's all you can say.
Cole Palmer's going to be out for a while. He's stubbed his toe and he fractured his toe.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Teach him to try and do Cotton Eye Joe in the bathroom.
Yeah, God. Retro says, I'll worry about Johnson. Yeah, he's had a knack of just scoring.
Yeah, he can just pop up and do something.
Right. Yeah. I bet. There's only one person I'm worried about, and that would be Oliver tomorrow.
Oh, of course, yeah, because he's reffing it, isn't he?
Yeah, and he
yeah, well,
he's got a cluster fucking him. So,
well, no, it's look, I don't want to go into referees and stuff. We know what we've got coming, but as I say, you hopefully think that we will just go ahead and just literally take that away from him.
There's the old saying, isn't there, Rich? Don't let the referee decide the game.
No, just get the job done.
We have to do that. But he's the one that I would fear most. Player wise, I mean, kudos at Mawani if he plays, and
Sarr can score a sneaky goal as well, can't
we got on the left hand side. Odebear.
Yeah.
That's they're probably their three main attacking threats, aren't they? So
not Richarlison, Rich.
Richarlison's is just is something in disguise. I'm not sure what he is in disguise, but
he's always trying to get a penalty, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just not for me. It's Mawani's a top class player. Kudos, you know what he can do, and as I said, I think Odebear's been one bright spark on. I rate him over Johnson.
Fair enough.
So
yeah,
but again, it depends on what Frank goes with, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, like I said, they've got players that can hurt you. Look, we're not going to sugarcoat it and make it just about us. Look, admittedly, at the end of the day, it is about us. It's about how we approach the game and how we go about doing the business. But if we do let it slip or we let it slide, they will have got players that can punish us. Even looking at the midfield, Paulinho being a very good investment while on loan this season. So, and he's popped up with a few goals. So
we can't be complacent, can we? We can't fall asleep.
No, we won't. No, I don't think. I'm not saying that we'll be complacent. I'm just saying, look, if we do somehow lose grip of, look, we've seen it. We've seen it with regards to early goals or whatever. You'll be bossing the game, and one kind of decision. look at North London derbies in history, and there's a time where you suddenly start doing it, and then all of a sudden, Harry Kane or Son goes down in the box, penalty. All of a sudden,
the obligatory Harry Kane penalty.
It's a different game. It's and then all of a sudden, it's just get backs to the wall again, and let's go again.
Yeah,
and it's one of those. It's just that, look, if we make sure we deal with the game, we deal with the moment, and we deal with everything as good as we can, we'll get the result, and we'll do the job, and there won't be a chance for them to get into the game if we do that right. Arteta talked about channeling emotion and owning the Emirates. So that's 100% the message, though, isn't it? Though, when you look at these games, do you agree with that message coming from your manager, as in that kind of thing? That it's definitely got to come from the fans, from the atmosphere at the stadium, the whole kind of performance, isn't it?
We are the 12th man, mate.
Yeah, we have to be, but the players have to channel that in the right direction. They've got to be on the edge, but not over it.
End of the day, you're sat in that stadium for a reason, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you've got to be willing to give as much as you've got to be willing to take from the players. So that's how I see what he's trying to say is give the players something, and they'll give you something back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all about motivation, isn't it?
Oh, you got to be motivated. Look, when people talk about the whole kind of the lack of effort or whatever, or criticise performances for players, but then you spent half the game washing down a pasty or a flipping pizza slice, and not saying a word, or talking to someone else, and just, you know what I mean, not getting involved, being a part. Yeah, look, I don't decide. I don't police kind of how people watch games, but again, I just expect that kind of thing back. We suddenly think, if you're saying about a poor performance, you know what I mean, it's a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit mad when you're not kind of almost giving a good performance yourself. You're not raising the level.
Isn't there a story once, Paul, that you were told off by a fella because you were singing?
Yeah. One of the I think was it Champions League game. Yeah.
Mate, I sing
as the guy walked out 10 minutes before the end of the game.
Why is he even there? Why is he even there?
Yeah, I don't know. So, but again, look, I had people like 3, 4, 5 rows coming down. So, what was that all about?
Yeah, I sing as soon as I get in there, mate. You know what I mean? As soon as that whistle goes, or even beforehand. You know what I mean? That's what North London Forever's all about. That's to get you going.
I mean, I've seen it all though. I've been in the upper tier, and I've seen someone sitting there during the game. And he's got a massive kind of like financial newspaper. He's got his leg kind of over the other one. He's got a paper in front of him, and he's looking up occasionally at the football.
You should have just stayed at home and watched it on the TV.
So I'm trying to think if that was the Nottingham Forest game. I'm trying to think the first game of the season, and I ended up going back down into the lower tier and sitting back with my mates because I'd sold my ticket. I managed to shift people around, and I couldn't deal with it. I really could not deal with the whole kind of the atmosphere and the whole kind of the way it was up in the upper tier. Yeah, very
be honest,
very odd.
The atmosphere is one of the reasons why you go.
Yeah. But
I can remember when we went mid pre-season, and Brian was joining in with a Tottenham song, right? And people were telling him to shut up because we're not playing Tottenham.
Well, no, that's one of my. I kind of don't like it.
No,
I don't. I like to keep my Tottenham stuff for North London.
Yeah,
derby,
I agree.
And I'll give a 2-week kind of period between that game and after the game.
I totally agree, but Brian he basically turned around and said, well, I've never sung it before in the ground, so I just wanted to feel it just for once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
And I get where people are coming from, because it annoys me when you hear it all the time and we're not even playing Tottenham. I get it. But
that's it.
But as he said, I mean, he'd gone and spent loads and loads of money to come over.
Yeah.
And let him sing it the once. You know what I mean? But sing it, you know. But I'm digressing a little bit. But yeah, going back to your point, the singing, the shouting, the whatever you do to support your club, keep doing it. And if some Jobsworth or idiot who doesn't even deserve to be in the ground is turning around and telling you to shut up, then I'm sorry, I'm not abusive towards people, but they deserve all the abuse they get. They really do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't agree with it, don't go there.
No, that's it. Look, it's nonsense. Yeah, don't know. It's very strange seeing some people who do turn up, and I see so many kind of. We've got season ticket holders that do sell tickets in and around us, because you can just see every single game is someone totally different sitting in there. So there's still
people
things.
buy them as an investment, don't they?
There's still things as rife, or whether or not there's kind of a little bit of dodgy dealings kind of going on still with the touting side of things, but doing it probably in more closed circles. But yeah, you look at it down the line and just think, look, why'd you do it? Well, back your team. You might as well just sit at home.
Win, lose, or draw. Good times, bad times. You just sit through it all, didn't you? You know.
Yeah. So Thomas Frank, on the other hand, said that Spurs fear no one.
That's a very bold thing to say.
A one-word answer from both of you. Is that belief or a bluff?
Bluff.
Yeah, I tend to agree. What do you think? What do you think about him as a manager, like with the confidence or like the nerves, like from their point of view? I mean,
I think he made a massive mistake going to Tottenham, personally.
Well, yeah.
I rate him as a manager, but I don't rate him. I just don't. I cannot see the positive or the right thing was to do to go to Tottenham. I just don't. And that's not just because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
It's going back to the point you made a bit earlier, how many managers they've had over the years. It does seem like a bit of a poison chalice.
Well, that's it.
I mean, yeah.
He's already had him not playing the Tottenham way already. He's had that chucked at him.
Yeah.
What is the Tottenham way? Because if the Tottenham way doesn't seem to work, from what I can see.
Yeah, it's just not winning a lot.
Go on, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, I like Frank as a manager, but they've had Mourinho's, they've had Conte's, and they've not won things. So he's not at that level. He could get to that level, but he's got to win those fans over.
Yeah,
and that's going to be hard, being a bit pragmatic. But personally, if pragmatism wins you things, I'd rather pragmatism.
Yeah,
I've got a Frank question. How does Frank get those players to play for him? Because they didn't want to play for Ange, so how do they suddenly want to play for Frank? What difference has he? I can't see any difference that he's brought apart from that.
They're better organised defensively. They haven't got that stupid high line. I don't
think they stopped playing for Ange. Yeah. I think from when he actually got the sack, that there were a lot of players speaking out on his behalf.
Well, Frank better not win anything then, because as soon as he wins something, he's off.
Well, yeah, I think it was just the lack of being able to change and change things tactically. I think on that side, but that's enough Spurs talk because
Yeah.
it's almost making me cringe and feel nauseous. So just briefly, tactically, how do you think we're going to approach this game? Are we gonna like really kind of like go at it, high octane, press us early, or are we gonna kind of stay a bit more patient?
You go first. You go first, Rich.
I think we'll be a bit more patient. We tend to in the big games be a bit more patient. We choose our moments. I think we'll probably press, but I think we'll be more measured when we go forward. I don't think it'll be attack. And I see our, because we have a variety of attacking formations. I think we will go with a 3-2-5 formation. He won't go to the 2-2-2-3-2-3 way of doing it. I think he'll prefer the 3-2-5 because that allows your left back to cover, and the wide left area, and it gives us a little bit more stability and defensive cover.
Right, I'm slightly. I know where Richard is coming from. I kind of understand, but I've had a vision like Mr. Tom gets. Richard, shout out to Mr. Tom.
You've been on his lens juice.
No, I haven't been on that juice. No, I ain't. But I've had a vision, and I've noticed this most games this season. First half, I would love to see an early goal, but there's no guarantees on that. But we stretch teams the first half, we work them out, then we come out the second half, and we score. And I think we'll do that against Tottenham tomorrow. I think the first half is going to be like a game of chess, and then the second half we'll just open the floodgates. Hopefully, might end up another 5-2 or a 5-0 or whatever.
Yeah,
I think we probably are gonna play a quick start. I think we'll try to enforce ourselves on it, but then I think as the game kind of obviously grows and kind of has a kind of a way, because again you'll look at that first period where they'll start kind of tweaking their tactics that they've been working on, and again it's probably that midfield that is going to be the real key, isn't it?
It's going to be the dominance, isn't it?
Who's going to be able to control the tempo best on that side? I mean, Rice or say a player like Bentancur or Paulinho. When you look at it, you just think, well, there's some big players in and around, and you look at it and you just think, firstly, are Tottenham, because they've been away from home, are they going to want to sit back more? Are they wanting to potentially frustrate us, which will enable us to push up the pitch a bit more? Or are they going to maybe throw a spanner in and suddenly start trying to press us high?
Well, they pressed PSG high, didn't they, in the Super Cup?
Yeah.
And that could be the way he goes.
But say with that side of things, it kind of almost plays into our hands with regards to pressing high. And as I said, if we can obviously get through the press and we can pass through the press, surely that's better on us.
Whatever they decide to do, Paul, we'll adapt.
Yeah,
and that's the only way I can say it. Whatever they decide to do, we'll go out and do what we usually do, and then if Tottenham do try and press or they do try and play it differently, we will adapt there and then on the spot, and we should dominate that midfield tomorrow. We should dominate. With the quality that we've got in the midfield, we should dominate the midfield tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting maybe Arteta to throw in a little bit of a spanner there. But when we get through the formation, I'll tell you why.
Right.
But when we go through the players as well, but I'm expecting it. I'm expecting just something slightly different, but it'll still be just a slight shift.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the players for you guys tomorrow on the watch along.
Well, we can talk about that tomorrow, Richard.
You're gonna
I meant in the lineup.
Yeah, that'll be good. So, that's really good. I'm going to just take you back to that question from
Emerson.
Hold on a minute. I've lost it.
2 up, mate.
There you go. So that was the original question. What was unusual when we played Tottenham? Obviously, beaten 5-2, and Emerson's answer: 1 header, 2 left foot shots, and 2 right foot shots.
So it was the perfect. Yeah,
he's getting perfect preparation for the big Sunday quiz, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is. Oh. He is, mate.
Emerson's the dark horse on that. He's pretty solid on his.
Well, we'll see how fast his fingers are.
His fingers will have to be.
Is it like a fastest finger first? Then is it sort of thing?
It's It's basically. I'll go into it before we go, but let's finish this off, and I'll go into it in a second.
No worries.
Retro said I went to the game and I got told to sit down. Emirates is poor. I think it's where you sit. I've not sat in my seat for 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
nearing up behind the goal.
Yeah.
So
I've had a pre-season. I had to ask people, and some games I've had to ask people to sit down because where I've got a disability.
No, of course, yeah.
I can't always stand for the whole match. Sometimes I can, but it depends on how well my condition is on the day.
Yeah.
And but I try and stand. It just depends. But yeah, I mean, they do announce on the stadium. It could do remember that not everyone can stand. So just be mindful of that.
That's it.
I'd like to think choice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to think that also if there is someone there like that, then people are mindful of that as well. It doesn't really help if the whole block stands up because that's what it is. But again, I would imagine you would be kind of not really sitting behind the goal or being in those kind of high octane or those real big kind of like areas. So whereas the ones on the sides are obviously more policed for sitting down, and maybe that's a reason with regards to the drop off in atmosphere. I don't know.
Maybe
People
I
tend to sing more standing up.
Yeah, I think there should be a mixture, shouldn't there? There should be zones where you can have the standing and other zones where it's seating, and you get that you allow that flexibility and choice to people.
Yeah, it's something needs to be looked at by the club, and hopefully they'll have something there. But yeah, definitely
because it used to be all standing, and it was only safe. It was only a safety thing. It turned to seating, but there has to be a happy medium where everyone is happy.
No, of course. Yeah, definitely. Emerson said, at Paul, We've got to defend at set pieces and dominate the midfield. Yeah. Well, the key is don't give anything soft away.
Yeah, most
No
definitely.
free kicks in and around the area. Just play with your head, and you know what I mean. Just get rid of the whole kind of occasion and everything like that, and the rivalry, the whole kind of passion side of things. Play with your head. Yeah, don't let emotions get the better of you. And this is what I said. That's a real key kind of lesson, I think, for the players. It's just it's a big game, but just let that head rule, and you'll get rewards for it. Hente, word for Pat Rice's testimonial. On this day in 1977, we beat Spurs 3-1.
Get in.
Yeah, so that's good. I think we're going to go predictions now. I'll go last. I'm going to say I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm just going to say we might start at the top. Go on then, Richard. Give me a score.
I went 2-0. If we done shot side, I think we'll win 2-0.
I said exactly the same, 2-0.
2-0.
Shots fired wasn't on this week, guys, because I wasn't feeling very well. But yeah, if it had been on, I'd have said 2-0 as well.
2-0. God. Well, I said I was feeling confident. I've gone 2-1.
It's still confident.
Yeah. But I can see Emerson.
Yeah.
Emerson's coming with a 1-1.
Emerson.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a big week, so if you get 4 points out of the Tottenham and Chelsea game, you're not going to be too disappointed, are you? I mean, you'd rather have it the 3 points this Saturday and a draw against Chelsea away, but what you're not wanting to do is have 2 lots of drop points.
No, that's it. I don't know.
Coming in now.
Oh, mate, this is we're going wild. Look, 1-0 to the Arsenal, Hente. God,
it's in there, Hente. Good lad.
Yeah,
such a traditionalist.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
Yeah,
we're taking them all day.
3-1 Red Bull, yes.
3-1 Red Bull, get in there.
And Retro as well, 3-1. So, God, Jesus. Yeah, no, look, if it certainly is 2 clear goals, I mean, certainly the start's going to be massive. Like I said, if we can get that high pace.
It should have been 1-1 in the city in this City Newcastle game.
1-1 already, okay.
It should have been, yeah. Haaland clean through, lobs Pope, puts it wide, and Voldemar just then point blank header straight at Donnarumma.
See, he's the guy that saved. He's the guy. Him and Haaland are the guys saving Man City this season. But
yeah, well, it's a big player, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it then. On that side, prediction wise, just I'll quickly say about the quiz. Obviously, it's something I wanted to do for a little bit of time. Everyone loves a quiz, and I think it's going to be good where we can start kind of getting more people kind of involved with the channel and the community. Get involved with quizzes. We'll get a link sent out or a link via the website. Once you're signed up onto the website, you'll then have a little dashboard. You'll have a link to the quiz. You'll enter your email address like you register with on our site. When that quiz is going live, you'll just log in and you'll wait for the host, which will be myself. And then it'll be an interactive quiz, fastest to the buzzer. So you'll have either say, a multiple choice. It could be the correct order, number questions. Yeah, I mean, quiz, picture questions, picture rounds, whatever. The list goes on that side. So whoever is the quickest to kind of get the answer and submit the answer gets more points. There's also evil questions where you kind of it's almost like a too good to be true kind of question or a really easy question. If you get that question wrong, you're then met with a hefty fine. It's almost going into Tuesday night club with Tony Adams and the gang where they just kind of chuck 50 quid in if they were going to go early. So yeah, you lose points there. So at the end of the quiz, obviously your points are totaled up, and we'll have a little league table and a leaderboard. So we'll try and get some prizes monthly, quarterly, and then an annual kind of champion as we go. So we want ideas to try and make it better and bring it on. It is going to be mostly Arsenal themed. There's going to be some Arsenal quizzes there, but I want to diversify that. I want to have, say, film quizzes or music quiz or something a little bit different. I want to do a big Christmas quiz, just to kind of toast off the festive period. So we all just kind of sit around having a little tipple. Des, you'll probably have some iron brew or something. It's fine. It's yeah, but we'll I mean, just unwind and we'll have a little quiz. There'll be a little a window here, just like us. That will basically show the dashboard of the quiz as well. If we do ones, if we do a live show like on the 7th, that's going to be the first one. Anyone that wants to be involved in the show can kind of come on, and you'll kind of be just kind of in the background. But yeah, you'll have a kind of a web page popping up with the actual quiz that you can play along with. But you dial on your phone, on a PC, or any device with internet with that link for the quiz, and you'll be able to play. You don't have to be on the stream. You just have to know and be there, logged in for right before the start of the quiz, and then get involved. And then let the banter commence, I suppose.
So is it going to be like a quiz with like the big Sunday show, a bit of chat as well, and that sort of thing?
That was my aim. So look, the 49 questions was in the big Sunday quiz.
Right.
And we were going to break that down into rounds. Between every round, we kind of go into a little discussion and a little bit of Arsenal talk, and then we then go back in and go on. See how that format goes, but it'll be good just to kind of get a bit of banter and.
Well, I'm signed up already. You're signed up, you Rich?
Yeah, I'm signed up. Yeah.
Yeah, so just go to the website innernorthbank.com and then / quiz-register. Or actually, I think it is just registered now. Oh, no, it is. No, it is quiz-register.
Yeah, City should have a penalty here, but it goes to VAR whether they'll get it or not. But Foden taken out after he's taken a shot.
Is it the 1930s at all? Is that what the quiz?
Who's that? Hente?
It means Arsenal 1930s. Hente.
No, but so we'll have
that's a bit before my time.
Yeah,
before mine.
There'll be all potluck guesses, I think, from all those. So that'll be good on that side. But yeah, look, once we get everyone logged onto the website and involved in the community, then we can start kind of getting suggestions and getting ideas kind of going around. If anyone's got a quiz idea or a theme for a quiz, then we can make it happen. If someone wants to even almost do a quiz, host a quiz or whatever, put it forward, then we can kind of get it sorted and get it done. So yeah, let us know. But
I've got a few.
Yeah, so Retro said that website can't be cheap to maintain. Sounds good. It'll be good if everyone starts using it. And as I said, when we start making or getting prizes for it, then we'll be able to obviously make it better and better. We were looking at cash entry as well for the quizzes, to almost give a nice little reward for like the top 3 or whatever for the big quizzes. That will probably come down later on. As I say, I'm doing it off my own back at the minute. We're trying to look at kind of some sponsors as well for getting bits kind of going on. And as it goes, who knows? See where it takes us, and what we can offer. But I think it's a good little starting point for us in the North Bank, and for everyone kind of involved with it as well. So that's a little bit about it. But yeah, fire us a direct message or whatever if there's any kind of issues or any questions that you have with it. But main thing is get signed up, and then we'll have a couple of pilot quizzes just to get the hang of it, and you can see how it works before we go live on the 7th. So yeah, that'll be it. So let's leave it there on that side. And on that note, we go up the Arsenal. And
don't forget the watch along tomorrow, lads and ladies. Don't forget the watch along tomorrow.
Yeah, there's the. What time are you on? Are you going to be on from
4?
4, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So yeah, tomorrow 4:00. Join the crazy gang, Richard and Des, for the watch along as they go through the lineups. I'll be partaking in some liquid refreshment before the game.
Have a good one, mate. Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy the game.
I'll be bringing my dinner and standing loud and proud. So, yeah, thank you everyone in the chat for watching and getting involved in the show. Thank you, Richard and Des. Yeah, really good to speak to you again.
And you, mate.
And as I say, come on, you Gunners, and North London is red.
Come on, you Gunners. North London is red. Most definitely.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm on the Arsenal. See you later, everyone.
See you later.